to FederalERPro. You're watching Module 3 in our professional series for Federal Employee Relations. This session focuses on intake, the first and arguably most important step in the casework process. This is not legal advice, we are simply sharing info in the craft of casework. Let's get into it. Intake is where your credibility is built. It's your opportunity to show the supervisor you're organized, you're listening, and you know what you're doing. A solid intake sets the tone for fair and defensible ER actions, flags key issues early, like medical or criminal elements, and helps avoid missteps that cost time or undermine trust. When that initial call comes in, listen actively. Ask open-ended questions like what happened and when, where, and most importantly, why is this a problem? Clarify whether you're dealing with misconduct, performance, or just frustration. Then probe. You want to find out, was the employee on notice? Has this happened before? And could medical RA or FMLA be in play? Remember, not every call becomes a case. Sometimes customers just need to vent or hear a policy out loud. Next, verify the employee's status. Ask the supervisor first, but always confirm later using the EOPF. Are they probationary? Do they have appeal rights as a veteran? Are they in a bargaining unit? Or are they a contractor, which means they're likely not even under federal ER rules? The customer probably won't have all this information, but ask anyway. It's good for them to know the sort of information that is important. This step determines your entire game plan.
Misconduct requires a rule that was broken. It might be a federal regulation, an agency policy, a local SOP, or even a simple supervisory directive, like don't text to call out sick. And yes, common sense counts too. As MSPB noted in Coons v. Navy, 1983, employees are presumed to understand basic standards of behavior.
Now watch for red flags. If harassment is alleged, your agency's anti-harassment policy kicks in. For drug or alcohol use, especially in safety-sensitive roles like driving, there may be immediate action needed. And for serious allegations like violence or sexual misconduct, don't wait. Notify leadership and escalate properly. Disciplinary action requires proof that the employee was on notice. As an ER practitioner, you know this, but your customer might not quite get it, so you will have to do some explaining. Ask about emails, newsletters, staff meetings, SOPs, or training records. If the only communication was oral, have the supervisor draft a memo for record. And if they truly weren't on notice, stop and help set expectations instead. At this point, you might realize some elements are missing. That's okay. Your role now is to educate the customer. They will likely react with frustration. Assure them that there is a path forward. Help them draft an expectations email. Tighten up performance goals. Or write a leave restriction. Explain to your customer that it's not a setback, it's an investment. Either the employee gets on track, or your case becomes ironclad.
Start collecting documents early. Ask for time cards, memos, computer logs, the job description, even the original job offer. If witness statements are needed, offer a template with an under the threat of perjury clause at signature line. Proactively shepherd the case forward, set calendar reminders to follow up.
Document your intake per your agency's policy. Organize your case notes, start and materials relied upon file, and log the issue in your case management system. A structured intake form reduces risk. Capture the parties, dates, allegations, and actions. That way, nothing slips through the cracks, no matter who picks up the case later. A good intake form saves time, provides continuity, and protects you. It guards against errors, delays, and misunderstandings. And it proves you acted in good faith. When someone eventually asks the question, what did ER do? You will have the answers. Before ending the intake call, recap what's next. No later than the next business day, send an email. Restate what's needed from both sides and who's doing what. Then log everything, and yes, set those calendar reminders. This email is a good time to answer any questions you agreed to research and confirm or share policy. Before taking action, you may need to dig deeper. Review agency policy. Research. Search internal guidance, training, and your case toolkit. Cyberfeds is gold. If your agency has access, use it. OPM, MSPB, FLRA, or EEOC, they're all in play. And be careful with AI-generated case law. Only trust verified citations. Let's cover some traps. Never assume status. Always verify. Don't overlook red flags. Document your intake. Don't wait for evidence to land in your inbox. Ask for it. And finally, don't let a frustrated supervisor push for instant or extreme action. You've got this. Do your research. Admit when you don't know, and then go find out. Admit mistakes quickly. Lean on your team, and remember the motto: trust, but verify. FederalERPro, where we respect the craft of casework. Thanks for watching. See you in the next module. Please like, subscribe, and share.